Hello and welcome back to Hot Topics in Hypnotherapy. If you're just joining us, we have David John Oates from Australia and reverse speech technology. And we've been chatting all about this idea that as we're speaking forward, communicating verbally, our subconscious behavior is speaking in reverse, giving a running dialogue, running commentary on our emotional feelings about what we're saying. Now, we just got done talking about therapists and how they can use it. My interest in why I'm so frustrated is what I think it could do to society and to politics. Now, first of all, why Australia, David? I mean, there's nobody there, right? It's far away. Don't you think that being in Australia, based in Australia, do you think it holds you back at all?
Well, it does, rather. Look, I've had many people tell me I should move back to the States. I moved back for my kids. I wanted my kids to go to high school in Australia. So when they turned 12, I moved back home. But sure, there's not much interest in Australia, and I really need to be in America.
In Los Angeles, David.
Yeah, right.
LA.
LA, right.
Because David, as I mentioned to you before we came out, I want you to do a show for us, and I really think you should be doing a show for Network on reversing the weekly bombardment of political statements that we have.
That would be fantastic.
I think, first of all, I think not only is there money in it for you, and not only would it promote reverse speech, I think you'd be doing a tremendous value and gift to society. Yeah, you know, some people are going to doubt it, but it's going to make them think, and you know, as it's going to make people research it. They're going to try and unvalidate it in the process of trying to devalue it. They validate it, and I think it would promote the whole concept if you had this, you know, just sort of start out in almost like the political entertainment field.
I think it would. I think it'd be a brilliant
idea.
idea.
What I'd want you to do for us and for any show that you're on was was have a political segment. And I know you mentioned something about Obama. I wonder if you could maybe share that with us.
Oh, sure.
And then I think you should. I would love to hear on the Oscars what they're really saying, you know, like I want to thank the director. You know, what an asshole he was. You know. And just all I want to hear Lindsay Lohan's "I'm sorry I did it" in reverse. You know,
right?
Okay?
Right.
I mean, I'm just fascinated with this. It would get young people into it. I am concerned, though, David. I know you poo-pooed it in the first segment, but I am concerned that once it became commonplace that reverse speech was revealed, that like we learned to use biofeedback, we could learn to lie in reverse too. You know, we're very adaptable. You know, when it comes to taking away an essential need, like lying, we might adapt. You know, and so I think that'd be an interesting area to see. But then it would come out some other way. You cannot not express it.
If you learn to overcome reverse speech, there's going to be some other way.
There's going to be, because it's sort of like the Jurassic Park where the universe finds a way. The subconscious finds a way to express itself. It cannot not express itself. Right. What do you got for us?
Oh, I got a reverse on Barack Obama. Here's
be nice to Barack Obama.
Okay, all right.
Negative.
Okay, so well, this is a little Freudian slip.
Okay, that's all right.
President Abbas was here. I discussed some of those same issues with him. I think it's very important that the Palestinians not look for excuses for incitement.
This is really a reversal for Michelle Obama, because he says backwards, "Sooner must have sex." See if you can hear this.
So they must have sex.
So he's so busy with the Middle East that he's missing out on something.
Right,
okay,
obviously.
All right. Well, I mean, I've seen Michelle Obama. I can understand that. She's a very attractive woman.
She's a very attractive woman.
And then it kind of raises the question that the commentary isn't always about what you're saying.
Not always.
So he's doing this thing, you know, hey, if everybody would get on board, and he's not thinking about that, is he?
No, his mind's elsewhere.
His mind's elsewhere.
His mind's elsewhere. Right. And you'll get that. If their minds are elsewhere, you'll get reversals where their mind's at.
Right, so it's not necessarily, like I was saying, not necessarily a commentary on what you're saying, and then it's a commentary on what you're feeling at the moment.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely correct. Now, the majority of reversals will relate direct to what's been spoken forward. There'll be this direct contextual relationship. It's one of the things that convinced me about the reality of reverse speech many years ago was this direct contextual relationship. But you will get reversals that are not related. And like, "Sooner must have sex." That's got nothing to do with what's been spoken forward, but it's a transient thought running through his mind. And this is where reverse speech can be very threatening. Because I mean, you think.
Well, yeah, I mean that's very threatening. I mean, I think it has the potential to be societally changing everything in our society.
Absolutely.
If we, and there's movies about if I could not, what happens if you can't lie. One of those movies.
Liar, liar.
Liar, liar, and a couple other ones, and and they say, well, it's boxy, but it's good. I mean, if we had to tell the truth, or if everything we said was going to be revealed the truth anyway, then we sort of maybe think about, I might as well just tell the truth because it's embarrassing to be caught lying.
Yeah. And this could be one of the reasons, to get back to something you said earlier, why it's not known more. Because I think people are scared of it. I think it's very, very threatening. And, it's one thing to joke about it.
I've heard this. I don't buy that. Okay, here's why. I think people, the mass of people are not threatened by it. It's only a certain elite that's threatened by it. The mass of people want anarchy. They want the truth. They want the gossip. I just think it's it's a PR job. You gotta put it out there. You gotta come to LA, okay? You gotta start here on Web TV, and then we're gonna work you. We're 5 miles from Hollywood. We're gonna work you into Hollywood because that's how you got to do this, David. You have a very compelling story here, and a very compelling technology that. It goes beyond two people, It certainly has ramifications for marriage counseling, for hypnotherapists, but when we talk about knowing what Lindsay Lohan really is saying in court, and that's compelling. I want that's societal changing, and a little bit about Barack Obama, a little bit about. Can you imagine Fox News in reverse? Like Glenn Beck, right? Maybe you don't know.
No, I know Glenn Beck. I watch him.
Okay. Well, can you imagine to really know what he's feeling about what some of that stuff he's saying?
That'd be great.
It would be really great.
That'd be great.
And the newscasters, even if they're reading off a teleprompter, and it's not their words, they're still going to comment on what they're feeling about it, right?
Yes, they are.
Unless, of course, they're like Barack and their mind is elsewhere, right? They're just reading the teleprompter and they're thinking about lunch or like that.
Look, the implications of this technology, as you say, are monumental.
Yes.
It really is monumental. It's the first, well, maybe it's not the first, but it's certainly one of the most powerful ways of tapping into the unconscious that I think exists. You're not guessing with body language. You're not guessing with tones of voice. You're actually hearing the words in straightforward, everyday English. Takes all the guesswork out of it. This is actually what he's really thinking.
I mean, the potential for jury selection,
sure.
and a number of legal applications. Like you said, business applications. We're in a meeting, in a negotiation. They record it, and then they listen to what they're really saying to each other in reverse. Relationship interaction. Yeah. How are you recording and reversing? Are you using digital now, digital tape, and then just loading it? And
well, I'm using digital tape players. Most of my work is done over the phone though, so I'm recording straight into the computer.
I see.
And downloading from the TV. Go to cspan.org and they've got all the latest political speeches there.
And then what about, you said you developed some software? And tell me about that.
It's called Reverse Speech Pro 2.5. It loads onto your computer. It brings up a little screen on the computer. You can run it forwards and backwards, and you can vary the speed. You can speed it up or slow it down. You can prepare a transcript, type out your transcript as you go.
And then you said an iPhone app as well?
Right, we're working on an iPhone app now.
What will that do?
It will do the same thing as a basic reversing machine does. You can record onto the iPhone with the microphone built into the iPhone. You can then, with the headphones, you can then run the track backwards. You can go immediately forwards, immediately backwards by pressing a button. You can slow it up, slow it down, speed it up. So it's just what you had in the little tape players many years ago will now be built into the iPhone.
Can you record a conversation as you're talking it on the iPhone and then immediately after they hang up start working on it?
Oh, sure, absolutely you could.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
you can do that
definitely.
now?
I don't know if you can record a conversation on an iPhone now. Maybe you can.
I wonder. That'd
be great if you could.
I could really foresee for courting couples or I mean just how. There's got to be a super hot market for people that want to know what their spouse is saying, what their girlfriend, boyfriend is saying.
Look, I absolutely agree.
Do you get a lot of that? Do you get that? People
yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm working with a couple right now. It's interesting. I'm working with a couple right now, and the husband according to all intents and purposes, is the good man in the relationship. But when I ran it backwards, I found all these reversals on the husband about him sabotaging the relationship. Like one reversal says, "But I must muck this up." And so without knowing it, he's sabotaging the relationship. And with the reverse speech, you can see how he's doing it and then make changes.
All right, so you do a lot of your stuff online. Now, we recorded one of your trainings here, last time we were here, and now we're going to release it in a pay-per-view, so people can do an online pay-per-view, but you do trainings online as well.
Sure, yeah,
ReverseSpeech.com.
Yep.
People log in, you said, and train with you and learn how to do this via distance education.
Yeah, my next class starts November 28th this year. It's done through an audio chat room on my website. I'm at my desk in Australia and you're at your desk in America, and I just teach. And it works very, very well. I've conducted many successful classes online.
So I want to do an ongoing show with you, all right?
Okay.
And you were in Australia for God knows what reason, right? And we're here in Los Angeles. And so the idea might be where you could be sending us reversals, and we could be playing them, and like a news show where we show your picture and show the reversal and show the clip and that kind of thing.
I'm too happy to do that.
So are you regularly doing newsworthy clips?
Oh yeah, oh sure, yeah. I'm constantly. Well, there's a lot of radio shows I do on a regular basis.
So you do that in Australia?
Oh, no, well, I do it in Australia, but the shows are in America.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you know, like before I came out to America this trip, I spent several weeks just running back the clips of the latest politicians, and I've got them all ready.
And is it building an audience? Are people grabbing onto the idea?
Not as much as I would like.
Yeah, because I haven't heard of the radio show. What radio show is it? Tell me.
Jeff Rent's program, Sightings.
Well, what channel?
I know he's in LA. I don't know what channel.
Jeff, what's his name?
Jeff Rent's.
Rent's?
Sightings on the radio.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just so frustrated. This is so great. It should be known.
Yeah, I agree. Look, let's talk afterwards and see if we can find.
Well, what are you really saying? Because I'm getting a weird feeling. Get this guy away from me.
I'm probably saying I feel guilty because it's not more well known.
Well, you should, because I mean this is too important. It could benefit not just individuals, you know, it really could benefit us. And thank you for coming out. I'm so glad you're here in America once again. Okay. Thank you for coming to H.M.I. and of course Web TV and being here today. It does appear our time is up for today. I want to thank, of course, David John Oates. I want to thank our audience, and I want to thank you for joining us today and watching Hot Topics. My name is George Kappas. I hope you'll join us next time when we explore more hot topics in hypnotherapy. Please stay tuned. We have a lot more coming up for you on H.M.I. Web TV Hypnotherapy Television 24/7. Right? Hopefully they won't reverse that. That could be a big trouble.